Welcome back to Hello Nigeria. That was Paper by Budge, and of course he is here in the studio with us today. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. What's up?
All's good, all's good.
And that was a really nice video.
Honestly,
thank you.
and as a matter of fact, that leads me to my first question for you. Are you really a shy guy?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Lila, you know this. I'm shy. I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how shy?
I'll say 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how are you able to bring out yourself when you need to perform in front of a crowd? How are you able to drop the line?
That's where I feel comfortable.
Okay.
When I'm making music or performing music.
That literally just goes to show how passionate you are. Now, a lot of people also tend to describe you as an alternative artist. Now, when we hear the word alte, we hear it a lot these days, and people just say alte, alte, alte gang. Now, what does it mean to be an alternative artist?
It literally just means doing something different from what is perceived as normal or what is perceived as mainstream or commercial. Yeah, it's just literally the other way.
Would you say that that's a vibe that you picked up after you became a solo artist, or was that a vibe that you feel you had even when you were with a group, which is DRB?
Okay, so basically, I've always been a solo artist. DRB wasn't like a boy band, it was literally a group of individual artists. So what people always get confused is whether or not I was solo or in a band, but I've always been solo.
You've always been solo?
Yeah, I've always been solo artist, and yeah, man.
Okay, now let's talk about your journey with your music. Before DRB, what was your musical journey like?
Before DRB, I just used to listen to music that my parents used to listen to. I never even thought I was going to be a musician or anything. I mean, I did a couple of music lessons when I was in school, piano and drums and stuff, but I never took it serious.
So at what point did you decide to take it serious?
In 2011.
You wanted to make the paper?
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to make the paper out of something that I enjoyed doing, do you understand, and I had fun doing. And yeah, that's when I realized, everyone was just like, Budge, you need to take this thing seriously, you're actually really good. So I was just like, okay, fine.
And
I wasn't really good at anything else, so. Yeah.
Well, they're right, and you have grown so much as an artist, and every single single that you drop, every EP that you drop, every album that you drop, everything just keeps getting better and better. And you recently put out some work as well, and you partnered with Ajay Bata on that.
Right.
Why did you guys decide to come together for an EP?
It's something that the fans have been asking for a long time, do you understand what I'm saying? And this year we just thought, okay, this is the perfect time to do it. We both dropped the album last year. I dropped one in October, he dropped one in November. And we're just like, you know what, why not? One day I was in the studio, Bizzle, you know Bizzle now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came into the studio and was like, Budge, you and Ajay Bata need to do something together, start working on it now. And I was just like, okay, Dad. And then I was like, okay, yeah, we started doing it, and yeah.
Amazing.
You mentioned having listened to music that your parents played whilst you were growing up. So who would you say are your greatest musical influences within Nigeria and outside Nigeria?
I would say people like Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, Shaggy, Asha.
I love Asha so much.
Fela, Lagbaja.
So do you do conscious music at some point?
I don't really call my music conscious music. I literally, most of the time, I sing about experiences I've had most of the time with females. Experiences I've just seen, like from being not known at all to start getting known, and then now where I'm at right now. So,
there's something about your brand in particular that's actually very unique, and that's the fact that although you're a very big artist, you've somehow also managed to keep your brand in one light in the media. You don't really see much controversy about you going through the media, and you seem to have the people have a genuine love for you. Like, the only other artist I can think of that I can relate to that is someone like Cardi B. How do you manage to upkeep that, and how does that feed off on everything that you release?
I literally feel like at the end, first of all, I'm not a very big artist. Yeah.
Okay, to an extent you are.
Yeah, okay. It's literally, I've just been myself the whole time, and I think that's something that a lot of artists need to do and figure out, because you can only fake it for so long. Do you get what I mean? So if you start as yourself, it's just easier. Do you get what I mean? And people genuinely love you for being you.
Now, how do you draw a line between being yourself and also giving your audience what they want? We find that some people started out, I don't want to start calling names of artists, that started out doing a certain kind of music, and after a while, it's like somebody called them like, Baba, this kind of music don't used to sell in Nigeria. And then after a while, you evaluate the market and you change your strategy. So how do you strike a balance between being yourself and then giving the audience what they want?
I feel like my audience wants what I started giving them, which was myself. So it's just, that's what I was saying, it's just easier because I've been myself from the get-go and I'm still being myself and I've seen the growth. I mean, it didn't just happen overnight, do you get what I mean? It's been like a gradual process. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we're not planning to see you delve into some other type of music in the next
maybe like
years.
I can try because I experiment a lot as well, but like I've just not dropped anything that is like completely out of the box.
Yeah.
Per se.
Now, away from music for a second, there's a question that I have to ask you. And if I don't ask you, I'm not going to forgive myself. How do you manage to keep your dreads looking so good?
How do they look that good?
Yeah,
I haven't even
popping.
touched anything in a minute. But yeah, I don't know. I just leave it. If I take my hat off, it'll be a completely different
Wait, so you don't put anything on it at all?
I use one cream that the guy that twisted gave me. It's like black.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't
and
know
that's
what
it.
is, but yeah, that's all.
Fair.
Nice. When I see people with dreads, sometimes I feel like, man, I want to do this, but I know I can't. And when I see people with dreads, it just makes me feel like you have a great level of patience and you'll be a very good
it goes in no
relationship.
time, man.
That's my theory about that. We'll come back to that, but then let's talk about some of the challenges you've encountered in the industry. Yeah. Some people talk about how superficial, vain the entertainment industry is, with the little things like you can't wear your dress 2 times, your clothes 2 times. If you wear it to this event, you can't repeat it. You know, there's a certain sense of class that exists in the industry. What are some of the challenges? And if you had to change anything in the industry, what would it be?
I mean, the industry. Well, I'm not really even an industry guy like that. Do you get what I mean? Luckily, I've had a couple of role models in the industry that I've known from before, you understand? And they were able to like explain some things to me and told me some things that I was going to experience on my journey. And so when they came, it was just like, okay, cool. Do you get what I mean? Like the industry, everybody's fake. Everybody's just fake. Everybody tells you they've heard your music when they really haven't, just things like that. And these are things I expected. So to be honest, I just keep my circle tight and I'm just on my own pee, and I really haven't had any like major challenges.
You haven't been backstabbed in the industry, have you?
Not really. I haven't given an opportunity for anyone to backstab me in the industry. There's nothing anyone can do that I'll see as backstabbing.
Okay.
Fair enough. Now, there's so much about you because you're all-encompassing. Would you describe yourself as a multifaceted creative, or would you say that music is your only creative line and it's music, music, music?
I mean, I'm into music, I'm into fashion. I've been doing a couple of things, doing some big things, actually. Mostly music and fashion, basically. Doing some stuff with Nike, doing some little things here and there. Yeah.
Are you planning at some point to veer into acting? Yesterday we had Sheisha on the show, and she just did her first movie.
Yeah,
so.
I was in a show, a TV show that's about to come out. It's called First Time Mom.
Oh,
yeah,
right, Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy.
Oh, so y'all should look out for First Time Mom. I think it's also a Wazobia TV production as well, and I think it's going to be the bomb. And I'm excited to see what that is. What is the plan for Borge in the nearest future?
I mean, right now the EP is out with Ajabota, Making No Cause, Fight. And I'm going to be dropping a couple of singles as well, delving into like the industry in the UK, doing some stuff with a couple of guys there, working with some people in the fashion industry.
Amazing. And
yeah, it's just amazing, man.
That's really good. Now, you dropped your first album last year, and it was honestly a success. How was the response for you? And do you plan on bringing out another album anytime soon?
The response was pretty good. I dropped it under a label called HF. Unfortunately, I'm not with that label anymore, but it was good while it lasted, and the album did really well, and yeah, we're both happy. Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you could partner, apart from Ajabo, of course, if you could partner with 2 people, any 2 people in the world, one in Nigeria, one outside the world, who would they be?
Right now, I'll say Asha in Nigeria. I've still not had the opportunity of working with her, and abroad, I would say. Abroad. Okay, the song from the UK right now. Her name is I Am DDB. I love her. I love her vibe. You get what I mean? So hopefully I'll get to do something.
I don't know why I get a certain Black Magic vibe from you. Do you have you done any song with Black Magic as well?
You know what? I never thought of that, but now that you just said it, I can see you guys doing a song together.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. On Twitter, what I get is do a song with Burna Boy, do a song with Ajabota, do a song with Black Magic.
You have, I don't know, I feel like
they always put all of us together. I don't know why, but yeah.
So are you planning in the next future?
I mean, me and Black Magic had talks. He hit me up one time, and I was like, yeah, sure. But after that, nothing happened. I don't know why.
All right.
Fair enough.
So Black Magic, we're putting you on the spot. You really need to get this fast. We need to make it happen.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to people out there that are shy like you and want to find a way to come out of their shell?
You just need to be yourself, man. Trust me. Like, I know, like, most of the times you have shy people always have all these insecurities and stuff, but you need to be yourself, and trust me, people like you, man, for you.
Honestly,
interesting.
Thank you so much, Bodge, though, for being here with us today. How can people contact you on social media, reach out to you, and keep up to date?
You can hit me up on Twitter at Bodge on the microphone. That's BOJ on the microphone. You can hit me up on. Oh my God! Did I just say Twitter or Instagram?
It's okay. So you can
okay, so Twitter is Bodge DRB, BOJ DRB. Instagram is Bodge on the microphone, BOJ on the microphone.
There we go. Thank you so much for being here.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.